Hi, Leah Espy here, and just want to share with you a little bit about Gary's new products in his True Grit Einkorn wheat line that he has started up. Gary was on a quest, I think, to find just better health and just trying to understand why so many people had gluten sensitivities and intolerances when he discovered the ancient Einkorn wheat, which has just really been untouched by scientists today in the sense of not being hybridized and all of those things. And so he noticed that the ancient Einkorn wheat, being that it is so pure that a lot of people could eat that have gluten sensitivities. And so he began growing it in France, and now it's grown in Mona, Utah, and we got to see that on the farm as well. And he started developing some products. And so there's two products that he has released, but first he wrote his book, Ancient Einkorn, that's been released this year. And so if you really want to read more about it and get to know and understand more of why einkorn might be something that you might be interested in eating for your family, and why it can be so good for you, and the protein and all of that is very high, but gluten is lower in it. And so just to understand it, you can get that book. But he has a spaghetti product, and so it's just spaghetti noodles in a box, and that's $6.50 for a box. And then there is a box of pancake waffle mix, and we got to try the pancakes at convention at a breakfast that they had, and it was really good, and just healthy but yet very tasty. And so that is a 2-pound box, so that's a pretty good size box for $12.50. So those two products can just both be something that you might want to try out. And he was just sharing how, or I read somewhere that ancient wheat had 14 chromosomes, and the wheat that we currently consume today in America has 42 chromosomes, and how those differences are really a part of what why there are so many gluten sensitivities is the hybridization. So if you want to try it out, they're great. And then also, just as a kind of side note, this is totally a temporary product. From what I understand, it was convention only, but there were some left over, I think, and so that's why it's still available right now. But for $10, you can get a bottle of the Ningxia berry syrup, and we got to try that on the pancakes, and it was really delicious. It's a very light, fruity syrup because it has the same fruits in it from the Ningxia red juice. Of course, it does have sugar in it as well, but it's a very thin syrup, so you can use just a little bit. It goes a long way. And that's $10 for a fairly large bottle of that. And I read a great recipe that sounded good. I'm going to have to try when mine arrives, and that is mixing the syrup with Pellegrino water and making an Italian soda out of it. So I thought that sounded kind of fun for a nice summer treat. So anyway, just wanted to share those Einkorn products and see if that maybe helps answer those questions about how those can be useful for your family and helpful. Thanks.